New AI agent takes on management job, and that's the headline of this article from Payments on November 21st. And I just stumbled upon this while doing some personal study and research online. So I thought, let me say something about this, and especially saying that the fact that the heading is pretty scary. I mean, management jobs, those are supposed to be some of the top level jobs that an average person want to go for. However, I wouldn't be talking about this from the perspective of the downsides alone of AI um, as a system or as a solution. Also looking at it from the business perspective, some of the values that would come to the business from these new initiatives or solutions, and some of what could also happen to individuals, to people, as to implementing some of these things, right? And the truth is, even though reading through the article sort of sounds more like um, marketing about what AI could do and what AI is doing for businesses in terms of bringing in business values to some of those businesses. I mean, it's fantastic. And this is just an opposite um, take on the headlines that have, on the news that have made headlines some few weeks back about how businesses are not getting ROI uh, for their AI solutions, right? I think this is a step forward. And I think it is good in the sense of businesses now implementing AI solutions to attend to customers for customer experience and, all of those stuff, making inventory, beefing up some security and the likes. And those are very fantastic things. However, one thing we need to also think about is on um, having a bridge between the impact of AI when it comes to the business value and the impact when it comes to the human, right? To people's lives, right? Yeah, and that is what I think we should look into on how to create the balance. Yes, it is good to have AI in the business. However, some few things I think we could consider is first thing first is to actually imbibe the culture of educating a business or the personnel on the effect of an AI solution, right? And that's to help to actually have a receptive mind. That is for the personnel to be receptive of the solution that is coming. And I mean, for headlines like this, is very likely that personnel now starts developing paranoid mindset about or against AI solutions, especially AI agents that are able to reason and complete tasks and make some very complex decisions for humans. It is possible that personnel start being paranoid about solutions like this. So it is important also for businesses so as to have a better return on investment, invest in educating the personnel, right? And with that, it's also important to look into the ethical implications of some of these AI solutions, right? In implementing AI for my business, what are those roles? What are those tasks that are going to be affected? Or what are those that are not going to be affected? And this cuts across both regulated and non-regulated businesses. I mean, this solution here has actually spoke about how AI is being implemented for customer experiences, for health diagnosis, and the likes. However, there has to be breach. And one thing I think I'm concerned about in this article is sort of a flag, maybe not red, or maybe an orange color flag. Um, as to at what point do we get to where we start seeing AI to form relations? What are going to be the disadvantages that comes with that? We really, really want to sit down and actually have a good thought of it. Yes, and this is the quote I'm looking for. Automation and personalization don't have to be at odds. That is fine. Yes, we need to bridge a gap between personalization of what AI does in terms of recommendation, in terms of diagnosis, in terms of taking good actions with finances and the likes. That's fine. However, uh, it's went further to say at scale, personalization can turn customers' interaction from transactional to relational, building loyalty and trust. So a bit of concern there as to the relation there, what perspective are we trying to look like? I beg to look at it from the perspective of having relation with the business, between customer and the business, right? At what point do we say, okay, AI now is able to build relation? Yes, with a business. I think it is important to do that. And that comes with having good data to build, having some ethical standards. However, not in the sense of taking out the people from the business and then replacing it with AI. For instance, in the hospitality business and even in other regulated industries, right? Surveys have shown that some customers still prefer to interact directly with a representative, with a human representative, than interacting with a robot or a chat solution, right? So it is just important to have a balance between that. Again, so that there is no concerns that stem up from using all of these solutions. However, the good news is this, especially for jobs that are going to be at risk or that are going to evolve. I prefer to say evolve from the use of AI agents, especially. The good thing is the job market can also evolve to it. And I think I would share a second article here where the AI, Forbes, this is Forbes actually predicting like a year ago about AI coming for your job as a manager. However, the good news is that as at then, managers or businesses, okay, businesses have already reported that there are some more job creations that came with AI, right? That came with the implementation of their AI. And for here, I think this is what Ford was trying to tell us, that of those adopters, that is for AIs, 78% reported job creation. That means, in its sense, it's not as bad as that headline would have looked like. There are still some job creations, and some of them AI architecting ethicists, right, which are very, very important. And the truth is, even in implementing AI for your business, for a business, we still need human verification, especially for highly regulated businesses. The medical industries, the financial industry, we will still need human verifications to all of these AI solutions so that there is a balance between what the AI is producing and what is obtainable by the business for the customers, right? So those are just some of the jobs. We have data scientists now, cloud providers, on-prem providers, and the likes. And even if it doesn't have to be in the technology space, right? It could be just education about AI. It could be talking about ethics. It could be being an influencer about what AI can do. It could be a whole lot of things, right? What about just being a marketing specialist or a sales specialist for AI solutions, right? So I'm saying this to say there is another perspective we can look at when it comes to this AI and displacement of job. Yes, 55% of people loses their job. However, the good news is 78% actually, there's 78% of job creations or jobs that were created, which is a good thing. So let's face more on creating the jobs, much more than bogging down on the jobs that are being lost, right? Let's move on. I know it might not be easy, as I said, or as I'm saying it, but then there's a part of rebetting also with the system. The industry is changing, work is changing, everything is changing. It is good for us to also evolve. And the good thing is, for the exceptional ones, AI would not be able to take your job, right? And that is the good thing. For the exceptional ones, AI is not being able to do. So I think maybe AI is also coming to also enhance the human capabilities in the sense of thinking much more creatively than what an AI could do. And also thinking creatively in how to bring together AI to complement with work that we do. I think that's going to be a very good bridge in terms of not losing your job. So, like they say, if you can't beat them, you join them. So at this point, what if we can't beat AI, we pull up AI to us as a power, as an office assistant, as a personal assistant, as an enhancer to actually help us get some things done faster and get some very good results from it. And of course, for businesses too, in terms of business values, cutting down costs, being innovative, right? So I'm trying to see it from a 50-50 perspective. And that's my take on this. And I want to also appeal, especially for medias, on how the AI headlines are being passed across, right? Sometimes they are to scare, sometimes they are just to raise or ruffle the dust. However, we also can also help to do better in the sense of educating about AIs than passing some scare headlines. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm open to your thoughts as well. Let me know what you think. We can take this conversation further. Thanks for listening.